Hi everyone, it's Mama D here with your daily dose of encouragement. Today's dose comes from Exodus 15, verse 26. It says, He said, if you will listen carefully to the voice of the Lord your God and do what is right in His sight, obeying His commands and keeping all His decrees, then I will not make you suffer any of the diseases I sent on the Egyptians, for I am the Lord who heals you. Just a few days before God sent this decree to the Israelites as a standard to test their faithfulness to Him, God had delivered them from the Egyptian army. Pharaoh had finally let them leave their captivity in Egypt after God had sent a series of plagues. Moses was leading them away, headed for the land that God had promised them. Not long after they had left Egypt, Pharaoh changed his mind again, so he sent his army after them. The Israelites came up to the Red Sea. The Egyptian army was behind them. They couldn't turn around, but God was with them. He parted the Red Sea, and the Israelites all walked across dry land to the other side. The Egyptian army followed, but once all of the Israelites had crossed and the Egyptian army was in the middle of the sea, God closed the sea back up, rescuing His people. Then Moses led the people away from the Red Sea into the desert of Shur. They traveled in this desert for 3 days without finding water. Then they came to the oasis of Mara. But the water there was too bitter to drink. So what did the people do? They complained and turned against Moses. So Moses cried out to God, and God fixed it, rescuing them again, healing the water so that they could drink it. The people went from despair to rescue, to praising and celebrating God, to doubting and complaining, to being rescued again, all in a matter of days. We can't be too hard on the Israelites, though. We do the same thing time after time after time. The Lord will heal, rescue, or provide in a way that there can be no doubt that it was Him. And we'll thank and praise Him and celebrate Him, and then so quickly turn around and start whining and complaining and asking God, where are you? It's human nature. We have got to break that cycle and be faithful, grateful, and thankful. Notice that all three of those things end in full. If we want to be full of God, we need to ask Him to heal our attitudes first and foremost. We need to be faithful and obedient, and He will be our Jehovah Rapha, the Lord, our healer. We will be healed either here or on the other side. And remember, there's enough ugly in the world. Choose Jesus.